This is a demo for my friend Chris. Chris is a Bowen therapist, and he's a great body worker, excellent martial artist, Tai Chi practitioner, and he had asked me to demo for him or teach him how to do a technique, an internal Tuina technique called vibrating palm, and uh, vibrating palm is usually done. As a result of doing the specific qigong for vibrating palm, which is I'll explain all that in another video. But basically, you develop the jin of being able to vibrate your hand at a very very slow, rapid amplitude. So you're basically vibrating different structures in the body for therapy. Okay, so this particular one is meant to be 15 minutes. And basically what we're going to do is I'm going to use Maribel as my demo model. I'm going to find the acupuncture point called Ren 4, right? Which is, it's roughly in a line between the ASIS, the two, the bilateral ASIS. You come right to the center line, right above the navel. And then you find a little place right there where your hand just fits on the belly perfectly, okay? And this can be done above clothes, no problem. I prefer actually to do it above clothes, especially in a treatment setting. Maribel's my partner, but in treatment, I wouldn't be like reaching under her shirt, right, for any of that, right? So you can just do it right above the clothing, okay? And so what you're gonna do is, as described before, is we're gonna start the vibration, okay? And I'm basically just gonna hold my hand here while it's vibrating. And the image I like to use is, like if you're dribbling a basketball and the basketball's really close to the ground, you're trying to get the basketball to start bouncing higher, right? You're actually just remaining that, and then basically what I'm doing is it's a little bit almost like a pump. So I'm pumping the dantian, okay, and then because this takes 15 minutes to do, you're basically first 5 minutes you start the vibrations from your Mingmen, right? And then the first 5 minutes it's just you vibrating, okay? And then the next 5 minutes it's hard to differentiate whether it's the patient's body vibrating or yours vibrating. So that's the second stage. That's the second 5 minutes. And then the third 5 minutes, they're vibrating on their own, right? And so that's because the vibrations have reached low into the level, back behind the spine and the kidney area, okay? And you're feeling the reverberations bounce back up to you, right? So first level starts to vibrate, second level, third level, and then you feel it responding that way, okay? I hope that's clear. So basically what I'm doing is I'm doing this little vibration and I'm inflating the basketball, right? And again, minimum time is 15 minutes to do this. Once you start to feel that their body is vibrating, then you can start to wind up your technique, which can take place between 12 and 15 minutes. This technique releases corticosteroids from the kidneys. It's really great for yang deficiency or cold in the belly, or sometimes you'll pass your hand here and you find that they're empty, right? So basically, what my image is, I'm basically pumping them, right? Can you see me vibrating there? After many years of doing this, and actually many hours, because you spend a lot of time doing this with each patient, the vibrations become very clear. It's easy to manifest, and from doing the qigong as well. Okay, so that's one target area for vibrating palm. It's one of my favorites. You can see she's feeling pretty good. It's very relaxing. It's very meditative. So often what I'll do is I'll set a timer and it's about 15 minutes, right? or if I have a clock in my clinic, I can check the clock every once in a while. But you know, the idea is once I kind of lock into this and zero into it, it starts to happen on its own without much effort from me, and you know, it puts us both into a meditative state, right? Another target area that I really like to use is this one is the liver. So I do a lot of Jiangfu Tuina. Yeah, her liver just released as soon as I touched it. And so basically, you know, the liver is on the right side under the rib cage, right? And you can even palpate it, right? I can palpate the tip of the liver here. So often what we'll find is that people are tied up in their liver. It's actually raised and lifted up against the diaphragm. So almost like a muscle, we can actually release the ligaments and the holding structures in the liver itself. So what you can do is you use that vibrating palm against the liver. Same thing, you wait for the feedback. Interesting factoid about the relationship of the I Ching to the liver. The hexagram for the I Ching on the liver is thunder, so that's why it likes that vibration. Whereas I wouldn't vibrate too much over the pancreas or the spleen, right? The liver is actually resonant with this rumble or this vibration because of the quality of thunder that is associated with it, right? Good. And just in general, when I'm doing this therapy, I'm using PC8, right? That's where I'm never streaming energy to them. I'm never giving them my energy, but it may manifest anyway through this point. Okay, human beings have electromagnetism that comes from here, right? And so I don't. It's not that I'm actually giving the energy to the patient. It's just that it's part of me anyway. It's part of my field, and their organs tend to respond to that, right? So you know, when you do this vibration, you get them very relaxed, and then you can feel the viscera or the structure underneath your hands will start to rumble. It'll start to go through its metabolic processes, and you can feel release. And you know, actually, already she's much more relaxed right here. Didn't take very much, right? So yeah, so you have your vibrating palm on the abdomen, right around the Ren 4 acupuncture point, okay? And then, like I said, you're just inflating it. You're just bouncing it like it's a basketball, right? Just like that. Okay, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed.